Hey, what's up, little TisaTells? How you doing today? Well, today, if you are TJ Holmes and Amy Robach, baby, you should have saw this coming. If you guys are new to my channel, hi, my name is Tisa, and I'm Nostradamus. What am I talking about, TisaTells? We've been talking about this for days. The fact that TJ and Amy are likely fired from Good Morning America because even though people were busy screaming, love is love, what's the big deal? It's a big deal because from a company's point of view, there is so much liability in two people dating, including not just a sexual harassment lawsuit if something goes wrong, but TJ was slinging that salami all over the newsroom. There's probably a few people mad or whatever, but also to the fact of the people that aren't in the relationship do have some case, do have some liability of saying, I think I was passed over from promotion because TJ liked Amy or Amy liked TJ. It's a minefield for legal action. And Robin Roberts knew that. She approached TJ and Amy back in 2017 when the whole newsroom was talking about them messing around, and told them to knock it off as a friend. However, anyway, let's get into this report. I can save all this for later. Let's go. Y'all ready? Because we predicted the future. Where are we with TJ Holmes? Oof. Listen, and I'll say it once and I said it again. I think it was the arrogance of both TJ and Amy coming on screen laughing about it. And I will actually say, this is just my feeling, I think TJ was messing around with a lot of people in that newsroom. I believe some people went to HR and they had to investigate. Anyway, Amy Robach and TJ Holmes romance under review. ABC is probing for possible policy violations. Again, they have to do this because why would they leave themselves open to hundreds of maybe of $1 million lawsuits? They said ABC is diving deeper into Amy and TJ Holmes' relationship to make sure that Good Morning America 3 co-anchors haven't violated any company policies during their whirlwind romance. The one thing that I think they can say that they violated, if they can prove it, and wouldn't it be funny if the wife is the one that helps them prove it? If they can prove that they lied back in 2017, to Robin Roberts when they said they weren't messing around, and then TJ and Amy both went to company brass, said that all the rumors were untrue and that they were only friends, they're fired. Lying to your company in an investigation and going and saying all these rumors are untrue. And I'm sure people are like, I think that's why Amy gets preferred. I think that's how TJ got the anchor. I don't like this. I don't like that. If they can prove they lied, they are out of there. Again, the one thing that will make sure that they prove that they lied is the wife. Because baby, I'm sure she has receipts. Plus she has access to cell phone records. She has access to work logs. She has access to all this stuff. Anyway, sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ, so you know it's real. ABC's human resources and legal departments are working together to look into all aspects of the high-profile co-workers hooking up. The goal is to determine if Amy and TJ did anything to breach their contracts, such as using company resources like vehicles and drivers. You know they did, right? To meet romantically. Oh my God. You know what? Or pressuring staffers to keep the relationship on the DL. Oh my God. Do you know what just occurred to me? Amy and TJ would meet up. This was rumored, but the private investigator has pictures, would meet up around the bars and like the little pubs around Midtown, right? You guys, what if while they were carrying on, because this has been secret for 4 months, Amy and TJ would go out to lunch and would use the company credit card to go out to lunch? Seriously, if they're co-workers, it's completely normal to use the company credit card when you go out to lunch because you guys can get comp meals. Even if you guys are discussing something, you can use the company credit card. Even using the company credit card to put gas in your car to go up to the retreat for a company dinner, which is you and Amy, and they don't know whether it was work or pleasure. Y'all, TJ and Amy are done for. Now, I will say this. If TJ and Amy, if this investigation comes up with nothing, then TJ and Amy will be reinstated on the air Because if they're not violating if they're not violating employee, why can't I talk? If they're not violating employee you guys, hold on, we need a reboot. If they're not violating employee policy, there we go. Ooh, look how English is kicking in. If they're not violating employee policy, then what does that mean? That means they must be reinstated, because now all of a sudden ABC is prosecuting them for their love. If there's nothing saying that two coworkers of equal status can't actually have any type of romantic relationship, if there's nothing in the employee book saying that, then they're not violating employee policy. And that means that if they do take them down, they can now sue ABC for tens of millions of dollars. However, when people are having an affair, they're sloppy. When people think they're never going to get caught, they're sloppy. This investigation, I'm betting, is going to go back to 2017 if they can prove that they lied to Robin Roberts. And then when they ran to the top level brass to be like, this is insane, we're not sleeping together, we're not having an affair, if they can prove that they were having some sort of romantic relationship, they're done. TJ's wife is going to be the star witness. Anyway, we're told some people that work at the network, TMZ is told that some people that work at the network were upset about ABC News president Kim Godwin's comments on Monday morning's editorial call, when she said the couple did not violate company policies because the network hadn't yet taken a closer look. Our sources say the review started to heat up internally last Friday when news broke of an alleged affair TJ had with a former GMA producer years ago. Again, who broke that information? Wife. Yo, she is really getting her revenge, and I don't blame her, because y'all can say love is love, but she's like, TJ's the one that lied to me. He was a serial cheater that led me to believe he was working things out, and then publicly went in front of the world and said, oh yeah, we broke up with Amy, the girl that was pretending to be your friend. Girl, I don't blame you. Again, that's why they say don't lie to people when it comes to romantic relationships, because I heard a few of y'all in the comments being like, you know, if TJ had told her he was in love with another woman and he wanted to leave, she wouldn't have been happy with it. You're right, she wouldn't have been happy with it, but there wasn't nothing she could do. When TJ first started to have feelings for Amy, if he had said, listen, I have feelings for someone else, I'm not going to tell you who it is, but I have feelings for somebody else, and I want to pursue those feelings, and I'm over things with you. She could have been mad. She could have been crying into her Wheaties. She could have tried to exact all sorts of revenge. There is nothing that could have happened with TJ. And if TJ had then gone to his job and been honest and been like, listen, TJ and Amy, listen, Amy and I are starting to develop feelings for each other, and we believe that we want to explore what could happen. There's nothing ABC could have done about it at all, because they would have been notified and it would have been on the level. The problem is, like with most cheaters, they lied to everybody. They wanted their cake and eat it too. I am firmly convinced that TJ and Amy never planned to leave their spouses at all. They just thought that they were going to keep kicking it like the homie for the next 20 years. I'm just saying, you never win when you're playing dirty. We're told Godwin, so there's another producer also. We're told Godwin worked through the weekend with other executives before deciding to pull Amy and TJ off the anchor's desk. And I'm telling you, when did that information get released? Let's think about this, because this is the thing that's cracking me up. When did that information get released? Remember when TJ was on TV and he was like, I had a great week, I don't know about you. And Amy's like, I didn't say that. And TJ's like, I want just more and more to come. You sat up there, and I know his wife was watching TV and was like, you want this to keep going? I got something for your butt. I got something for your butt, Mr. TJ Holmes. Who said it in the comments? You're going to call me a black superwoman? And just like a black superwoman, I built you up and let me tear everything down. You sat there and mocked and taunted the person who was heartbroken that you made a fool of, that you lied to. And you really thought she wasn't going to come out with the rest of the receipts? She was sitting in the cut like a sniper waiting for your butt. And she saw you sitting there doing your little victory tour, literally walking arm in arm with Amy, talking about we're not ashamed, being so arrogant and not being sensitive to what your kids felt, to what your spouses felt. to what your bosses might have felt. Man, arrogance will get you every single time. Listen, as reported, Amy and TJ were taken off Monday after Godwin called the situation an internal and external distraction. That part is clearly true, but again, other execs feel she went too far in telling the team there was no company policy violations. We're told it's just too soon to know. Our sources say everyone involved welcomes the review, saying it's the best way to clear the anchor's name and confirm Goodwin's original judgment. Again, the reason they're also doing this, and I just want to stress this out. We called this TisaTells, didn't we? But I just want to stress this. Amy has to conduct an investigation because if they literally disrupted no company policy, but they're being pulled from their posts, then TJ and Amy have a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. I mean, tens of millions, because I believe they make around $5 million a year. They have a super big lawsuit against ABC. However, if ABC can prove that they lied, acted and used any company resources, did anything for their affair, even as far as staying with each other in each other's hotel rooms while they're away, then boom, they have a legal precedence for pulling them down. They can't sue, but they have to protect themselves from other employees that might come out and be like, no, well, TJ and Amy's love victimized me. One thing I do know, they were pulled off of air for their arrogance, for them flouting. Again, I'm not saying that Amy might have thought, I'm not saying that the president of ABC, this is just me being funny, was next on TJ's hit list, but somebody's acting like they were next in line, and then boom, they were next in line for the bakery, and then the bakery shut down early because they were all out of bread. Y'all, listen. This is Machiavellian. We are going to be covering this. You know, TJ and Amy, let's see if they come back with more arrogant stuff. Because if they're quiet, that lets you know they've lawyered up and it's not as simple as you seem. But y'all, listen. Woo! I wonder if TJ is still singing He Got a Big Ego in his bathroom getting dressed every morning. Some say I'm cocky, but you can say I'm clean. It's too long. It won't fit. It's not. Anyway. The point of my matter is, y'all, I'm going to keep covering this. Make sure you tune in. Whoa, arrogance will be thy downfall. Again, should have been more honest with the people that had something to lose because you really thought you were untouchable and nobody could hurt you. And basically, you ended up shooting yourself in the foot. But you never know. They might actually have covered their tracks and been smart enough that they will be reinstated. Time will tell, y'all. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you later.